I know I'm late, but I think this movie's still in the movie theater. I am just excited. You know, I have my little camping gear, my little outdoors gear, because we're here today with the Logan spoiler reaction review. Because I did a review of this, and I gave it a bad review because it was dry.
The little girl doing some crazy stuff, killing folks and slicing necks and stuff like that. And like this little girl too little for that. And I thought they put it through the time and she was a teenager.
But let's get on with the spoiler review. Let's get live.
Make the ground shake.
What is you coming on here? It's 4 in the morning. You know I love you guys and everything. And my house right now, you guys moved. My house ain't all together. And I'm giving you this here.
This movie here dipped it, did it, and dropped the low for me. And I'm surprised. I'm shocked. There's only 2 videos on this whole show. I did 110 videos or something, honey. And only 2. This is the second one that I was wrong.
So I think that's good bad statistics, don't you think?
But I was right that he died. Some told me while walking chiller, it felt like he gonna die at the end of this movie.
It wasn't dry, it wasn't as bored as I thought. And the little girl was killing hoes and she was X-rated, honey.
It wasn't as bad, not even close to what I was expecting in the trailer. The trailer made it, maybe they seen, this is a complex of videos that I've done lately. Especially my beginning videos, I haven't had the videos, you know, the views and stuff. But I think like production agencies and people be looking at these damn videos and taking what I said. The fuss I was making when I watched the trailer, it was too bloody and gory, and I thought the little girl was doing too much for a little girl. And to be honest, the movie was withdrawn with how gory the little girl was. I think maybe because when she sliced the neck off, the whole head off, or hair in the head, it was just
like, it was fast, it was fast. Maybe it was too fast, you couldn't catch it. Maybe the blood didn't clear, and you know, like the blood didn't do with blood or something. But it wasn't as gory as I expected the little girl to be doing. So that's maybe what it was that I expected in the movie.
Let's see, the beginning was, now this is what drew me in. This is not what I expected. It wasn't dry in the desert, cactus and boring in the beginning. He driving the damn limo, honey, and in the beginning of the movie, they over there stealing his rims. He's like, stop stealing rims and stuff, stop stealing my stuff. It looked like he was on drugs and alcohol, and this is a decrepit old Logan and everything. But it wasn't like, I knew that was gonna do that. That's what's the drawback. I'm like, what is this dried up old, shriveled up old Logan? I want to see this. I want to say something. So he got the truck, don't do that, and it respected me.
The Legos and everything, El Caminos in them.
Well, man, and so they started, you know, trying to tag his ass up and everything. And then I was just watching it, and I was like, why is it, he's so depressed, you know, allowing them to kick his ass. And of course, he turned the tires and started killing and kicking it. You see this little snippet of the Wolverine we all know. And I was like, okay. You know, that's what the beginning of the movie, he's torn, he's decrepit, and then he just wants to leave the world. He went into the shack, honey, with Albino, I don't know where the hell they got him from, honey. He over there reading him. You
got this damn bullet and stuff, and you want to kill yourself. Just don't do it around me, I don't want to clean that shit up.
So, just go, I like that. And then we see old Professor X and everything. Now that was, I thought the trailer did not do this movie any justice. No justice. Because when Professor Xavier began to regain the lucidness, when he started taking his pills and started speaking knowledge and truth and everything of the sort, he was fun.
Yes, here, remind you of that old ass senile person that says whatever comes to their motherfucking mind, don't give no fucks, honey. He reads Logan and Logan trying to read him, but his motherfucker didn't give a damn. Professor X's cousin, he was reading them. It was funny as hell. I can't think of some of the things he was saying, but it was funny as hell. I was laughing and rolling.
You know, the doctor lady dropped off his daughter and everything, and I liked how he found out through the, you know, foggy Professor X. And then I like that Professor X displayed a lot of his true power. You know, this decrepit old man got a lot of power with causing all that pain and hysteria through the masses. The Professor X, I love the character. Logan is good so far and everything. And then, but it's kind of weird. He was older and decrepit and on them, and he wanted to check out, and he just horrible. He just like, come on, Logan, pick up. But he was acting good during it. And one good thing that I was sitting to see.
I'm like, ooh, He wearing them Levi's and everything, still got the muscles. I don't care if they made him look old, he can still get it. Logan can still get it. And that Logan can still get it. Old Logan can still get it. Okay? So, yes, God. So,
now the people that's coming after him and the little girl and everything, I did not like him at first. Like the first quarter of the movie, I was like, he's, you know, the guy is handsome and everything, but what I know him from, I didn't take him much of a threat. And especially in the beginning, it's like they just got guns and stuff. They just got tasers and these big ass trucks with guns on them. I'm like, if Logan really was in the mood and the little girl was really in the mood, he knew her abilities and she know he is really truly, you know, we find out a little bit to the end. Y'all could just take these hoes out in one fell swoop. By the casino scene, with Professor displays power just to stop them from killing them and stuff like that, they brought out more troops, and then this doctor, they added some more fear, they added some more action, they added, you know, that feeling of put your edge of your seat type thing. It's like they added it right there, which it's interesting and different. It got good again, and they're running to find Eden. From getting here to the Eden, you know, I love also the bondness, the togetherness that they begin to share, the experience they begin to share, the profound things, you know, that Professor X was saying. You know, it's all about family, love, enjoying the moments, because we don't take time to stop and enjoy the moment. You know what I mean? And he's a mega mutant, and of course Wolverine's a legend, but and all this shit is going on, but you gotta stop and say, hey, you know, I appreciate family, I appreciate you Professor, for doing what you did in being in a home, you know, with Wolverine and the little girl, tell her to sit down or shut up or whatever. And I think, you know, of course, his match, or probably better than, you know, she better than him, because she's newer, fresh, and her abilities, her strength we all knew, especially by the end, that she was better than him. But he, you know, of course, you gotta listen to your elders, and of course we know that Professor told her that this is your father and stuff. So, but she did kind of take care of him. She did allow him to sleep. She did tell him, you know, let's stay here, and drove him everywhere. So it was just good. That was just good. Like, that was the bulk of the movie there that I enjoyed. Going to the ending, the Eden was
it's a bunch of them, all the kids from Mexico who escaped. They just got in the shack, honey, in the damn treehouse, honey, on top of the mountain.
They just going to the other side of the damn mountain. They just hiding out, coming together, and then they just going on the other side of the mountain. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, not a little bit after he woke up and everything, and he was like, you need to go to your friends. This is where you wanted to go. That was the profound thing that I knew, that he's trying to check out of the world. And this is another thing that bothered me. When Professor died, he remembered what had happened, of what happened to the other mutants. Because we asked the question, what happened to the mutants and stuff. And then, you know, Professor asked what had happened. You know what I mean? And we wanted to know, he remembered, you know, before the other little Wolverine man came and killed the robotic mutant one. And that robotic, you know, Marine Wolverine was good, and that was good little, you know, fight scenes and stuff. I mean, they could have did without it. It was good fight scenes. They was getting it and everything, but they could have did without it. I'm like, that's a little cliche, and they could have done without that. And I think that was another element of suspense and fear they brought into the movie too. You know what I mean? Now you got the doctor, the Shane. It's his name, Shane. That's coming to my head. The little handsome one I was talking about right there. And then this other, you know, genetic clone Wolverine. So yeah, I didn't think, whatever. So what happened? And I think that's the reason why he expressed, you know, to go with your friends, because he knew. I think that's why he wanted to check out too.
Maybe he lost somebody significant there. Maybe Jean Grey died for the third damn time.
Well, of course, after everything, honey, he took that little drug, and that was real cool. He was getting it. Our old Logan was back. The Beast Logan that you seen in not Days of Future Past, Apocalypse. And you know, with the young Jean Grey, he got unleashed and was whooping and killing motherfuckers. We seen him, he whipping it up. Weird that he died. I found it kind of stupid he died on the tree limb. But I guess, you know, and we didn't even know what he died of. I guess it was just the poison he could succumb to the poisons and stuff that maybe old age adamantium. I don't know. They look at this. Is we have a lot of questions. What happened? You know, what Professor remember? Also, how did he die? And then why did he want to die at the end of the movie? Obviously, it's whatever Professor said and everything, and it was more stronger and more profound than his daughter, than living for his daughter, because he could have lived.
Then I didn't even get that X-Men Flash movie thing at the end of the movie that we always get. I'm just on my little PlayStation 3 went on to the end, and I'm like, what it looks, you know, for a future movie and everything. Maybe they're gonna go back to the professor, honey, what the professor talking about, and they'll go back to that scene on the next movie.
And everything. They probably wasn't thinking about that, honey, and because they're gonna look at my review, this here, spoiler review, they're gonna, oh, we can do that. This X-Men. Thanks to Mr. Aaron Fantasy AF Live channel, we could, but give me my credits. I'm tired of seeing my stuff out there, honey, and people do what I say, honey, and everything, because I just come out nowhere. You know, my career come out nowhere with this shit, and I just see Mariah Carey. I'm like with the Empire and everything. Then she came out with the song, just like what I see, and many other people, and I'm getting tired of that. Give me my credits for the credits, and still be gonna look at my stuff and take it. Okay. Anywho, this video too long. I will talk to you guys later. I loved it. I loved it. I'm surprised that I loved it. It was good. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Deuces. And be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Become one of my dreamers and get your trending live here at AF Live.